Hey everybody, welcome back to the Marine Corps Movie Minute, where we're breaking down movies of the Marine Corps 1 minute at a time. I'm Jack.
I'm Billy.
Today I'm recording in the same room with my brother. So it might sound a little different today, but it's good to be here with my brother. So minute 103. Minute 103 begins with the boys of Recon chasing some Cubans into the jungle, and it ends with a little bit more of snooping and pooping.
Yeah, well, we found out what happened to Gunny.
Yeah, set up a hell of an ambush.
You said that's how it's done.
Yeah.
As you said offline.
Yeah, he pops up like Swamp Thing.
Yeah, so as you said, we're trying something different. This is the first time we're actually recording in person together.
Yeah, I know, right?
So we're not sure how it's going to sound, so hopefully everything works out all right. But everything didn't work out all right for the Cuban soldier that Gunny just, gunned down.
No, I think he zipped him pretty good. And then he dead checked him, popped a couple more in him, flipped him over, and found him a nice little cigar.
Yeah, this is said to be a flaw that the guy moves his hand out of the way. Oh. It's a goof.
Oh.
And at first I was going to say, no, I don't think it's legit. I think it, his arm just kind of flops down. Uh-huh. But what I keep going back to it while, just now, and he does, once it hits the ground, he does move it over just a smidge. Yeah. So it's like, all right, it's a little goof.
Death twitch.
Yeah, exactly. He's just a death twitch. Yeah, but he's got a nice Cuban cigar, Gunny finds, and he plays Hannibal there for a minute.
Yeah.
He loves it when a plan comes together.
Yeah.
Now he did say something about Cubans.
Mm-hmm.
3-man recon team. We better spread out. I'm sure they've got buddies around here. Let's go. But then they don't move right away, and he's like, spread the fuck out. Let's go.
Yeah. I saw that. Now, it struck me, too. One, it's like the first time that any of those guys had seen like a dead body, especially combat related. So there's the shock, right? But then you also think, too, that they're kind of out at the whim of anybody else that decides to show up. So it's like, get moving, don't think about it, don't isolate.
Yeah, well, and as we've joked, it's if they all stay together, one grenade is going to take them all out.
Exactly.
So. But yeah, I think it's funny. Gunny reminds me of like a little whack-a-mole. Like he just pops up out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, speaking of Cubans and Marines, do you recall the end of I almost said Skyfall, but the James Bond movie GoldenEye?
Yes.
So it takes the climax is in Cuba.
Yeah.
And at the end, Joe Don Baker, I forget his name in the series, but Joe Don Baker is a CIA agent.
Yep.
James Bond kills the bad guy and has the girl, and Joe Don Baker just shows up. He goes, I thought you were bringing backup. And he's like, I did. Yo, Marines! And then they all pop up out of there. There's like 30 of them right there, and you never saw them.
Bunch of voyeurs, too, because I think weren't they making out right before the Marines showed up?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Bond's into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although that being said, when he was in the submarine and it was like all everybody's watching him, he did hit the little curtain to go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, Clint Eastwood. I always associate Clint Eastwood with a cigar, but really, I don't think there's really a lot of movies where he does that besides the spaghetti westerns. He's always got the little cigars.
Yeah, the cigarillo.
Yeah, the cigarillo, exactly. But this is supposedly a big fat Cuban cigar.
Yeah. Whether
or not it is or not, maybe.
He's walking around in a combat zone with it just sticking out of his mouth.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's like Hannibal. But the only thing is, it'd be even better. It'd be even if he lit it. Like if he.
Yeah, completely violated. Like yeah.
You got the smell, the smoke, and the
cherry.
Yeah, exactly. The cherry, exactly.
The unit keeps taking fire. Can't figure out why.
Yeah, it's like they're zeroing in right on us.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I think I mentioned it a week or so ago. It's kind of like when it was Somalia, confirmed it was Somalia, when the Marines did their amphibious landing, and some SEALs did as well, and CNN was there. But as they're checking for like landmines, they have all the bright lights on them, and they're like, some some like public affairs officer had to come aboard and yell at him and be like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
I found a video of it, and if I haven't already, hopefully I've posted it in the quarterdeck.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
This stealthy, sneaky invasion. We're gonna go in there, and meanwhile, it's like a film crew.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it's funny, but it's not.
Yeah. This might have been some of the same footage, but I remember when we were in boot camp, they did this like they played Hell's Bells with it, but it was like a combat montage of like one of the DI's wives had made this like moto film of one of those little combat actions. We were just taking news clips, and then they also had like footage from like the journalists that were over there, like related, because I think this was before even embedding. So they had like, they didn't really have like the actual journalists traveling with those units. This is like in the early mid 90s.
Right. Yeah, because one of the articles that I read mentioned how, obviously the press was there. And in fact, even in the video I was watching where they were teasing this lieutenant who was clearly not amused, although he was very personable, actually. They were like, oh, like you didn't know we were here. He goes, yeah, we knew. We expected it, but we still asked you to stay out of our way, basically. You're putting yourselves in danger as well as our guys.
Yeah, because bad guys don't care.
And he even said, he goes, well, it's going well because, he goes, I'm out here talking to you guys and not getting shot at, so how do you think it's going? But in the article, what I was trying to say is the article specified how during the Persian Gulf War, they did their briefings, but they were very close to the press. And they said because this was a humanitarian aid thing,
Right.
they're just there. They were being much more open with the press in this time. And of course, as time went on, they started embedding people in there and all that good stuff.
Along. Yeah, one of the scenes was, and this is the thing that I remember. Well, other than the fact that they were playing Hell's Bells.
Yeah, that's right there. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's like in the middle of the night, and there's just some young Marine carrying all of his gear, sweating his ass off, horrified, and he looks up and he sees this guy and this camera in his face, and you see like this, what the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah. Yeah, they said they specifically called out these SEALs that were like giving these glaring and almost embarrassed looks at these and would not answer any of the reporters' questions as they stood around them.
Yeah.
It's just the press is the worst sometimes.
Do you? I don't remember where this happened. I remember that it did happen, but I don't know if it was at Cherry Point or not. But something had happened. It might have been when it was in Pensacola, so you may not have been there. But something happened, and they gave us this warning. Like the CO came out and said something about some kind of a news event happened. Somebody was in a fight or somebody got shot. Anyway, there were a bunch of reporters that were trying to catch some Marines and question them, and they had to give us that, like, if anybody, you just direct them, be nice, be kind, don't be
That was Cherry Point.
Was it Cherry Point? Yeah.
My memory of that was there was some person who was Wiccan, and he got in trouble for some reason. I think he violated UCMJ somehow.
Yeah. Which is not all that hard to do, folks.
Right. I mean, literally anything. There's like literally a catch-all, article.
Anything else we forgot.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, you literally could do nothing.
Yeah.
Catch-all.
Yeah.
I really don't remember the circumstances, but he did something that violated UCMJ and got himself on restrictive duty. I believe, if I recall, that what the problem was is because he was Wiccan, he wanted to do basically there was a bunch of other Wiccans out there protesting outside the base. There wasn't many of them. There was maybe 5. I remember seeing them. They were right outside the front gate with signs, and it was basically a freedom of religion type protest, saying that because he was on restriction, you're not giving him his freedoms, blah, blah, blah. Guess what? You have no freedoms when you're in the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
So you have freedom from everything.
Yeah.
But they specifically said, do not engage them. They have a right to be there. Don't harass them. If they harass you, ignore them. Because I believe they were chanting at people when they went by. And again, the same thing, because of that, there was the reporters, and they were exactly everything you said. So it was like, please just shut your mouth. Be courteous and respectful. Don't get involved. And if anybody from the press or media approaches you about it, direct them to the public affairs office, and that was about it.
We knew a Wiccan kid at the barracks right before I got out. He smoked those clove cigarettes all the time.
That sounds familiar, but my memory is so terrible.
Well, he took a liking to me for some reason. This is when I was on the first deck. When I was in the sergeant's barracks all by myself. That one room.
Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, I kind of remember, but
you meet a lot of weird people in the military.
Yeah, you're not kidding. We weren't though.
No, we were the cool kids club.
Well, speaking of the cool kids club, Recon is trying to figure out what to do with dead body. I mean, it's literally they're playing Stand By Me here, and they're just like, "Hey, want to see a dead body?" Yeah, exactly. Well, as Gunny's swearing at him to spread out, let's go. Very nice of Lieutenant Ring to pick up Gunny's pack for him.
Yeah, had his pack, all his gear.
I mean, even though Lieutenant Ring is a lieutenant and Gunny's a Gunny, but maybe he's just offering him that load of respect because he was a Medal of Honor winner.
Yeah. Do you remember who Gunny handed his stuff to when he disappeared off into the...
I think he just dropped it. I think he literally just put it on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you do see, I mean, well, as Gunny said, it's a 3-man recon team. And he did, he kind of got them from the side, and he said, well, but they got buddies around. So you do get a good shot of the 3-man recon team. But basically Gunny did an end around on them.
Yeah.
And outflanked them.
Yep.
As he did try to do with Aggie, out goddamn flanked him.
That's his MO.
Yeah. Yeah, he's learned a thing or two.
Yeah.
I'm guessing from those ladies' magazines.
He's probably so. Yeah, he did it all. Tinder-like.
But Recon's definitely learned a thing or two, because you see Collins right after they spread out. He kneels down. He does the little
hand signal. Yep.
Yeah, I'm putting my hand up so like everybody can see, but Perry can see. That's about it.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, I mean it's pretty quick minute. They're in the jungle, and they take out some Cubans. And this is where we discover, hey, these aren't local fanatics.
Mm-mm.
Maybe that stuff's going to be factored in later, but I don't know. But they're not local fanatics. They're Cuban regulars with Russian weapons, is what we'll learn.
Yep.
And Recon's dealing with a dead body for the first time and taking a life, and even Lieutenant Ring is paused, but snaps to it probably quicker than everybody else once Gunny says, "Let's move."
Yeah.
And they continue. They just continue on, which we already know. They're making their way. They're reconning towards the university.
Yep.
Did I say? I know I said it in the past. I think it's like St. George.
Yep. St. George. Yeah. Yep.
That's correct. That's it. We get Collins takes a knee and gives a little hand signal to pause, and that's where we end the minute.
Yeah.
You got any other stuff you want to cover for this minute?
No, man. No, it's good to actually see combat in a war movie.
Oh, sorry, we completely missed this point. Gunny does, the guy that he takes the Cuban from, the cigar, he shoots him in the back.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't, it's like a Zombieland where the rule is double tap.
Yep.
Yeah, well, he triple tapped because he did a 3-round burst right into his back.
Yeah.
Hey, but war, and you don't want that guy turning around and stabbing you later.
Yep, exactly. Yep. Dead check. If you're not sure, you always either you bayonet them or which ordinarily, if you're in a recon unit, you don't want to get seen or popped. Extra gunfire is probably not a good idea, but it looks good on film.
Well, right. Well, not only that, I mean, they were just in a firefight. They know they're there, so it's like it's not a little one or two extra rounds isn't going to.
Yeah, it's not going to be the deciding factor.
Yeah, stealth was not Gunny's deal. Well, it was for a little bit until it wasn't. You know, surprise, motherfucker! Yeah. Surprise, motherfucker! So, other than that, I don't have anything else. I can't believe I almost missed that, because that is a kind of a prominent thing right in the middle of the minute.
Yeah.
But Recon's going to ease on down the road to the school, so we'll ask everybody to ease on down to Wednesday and join us. Figure out if Recon makes it or not. Meeks it, as I was saying. Well, we better spread out. I said spread the fuck out. Let's go.
Let's go.